in their second quarter.
I remember when having a drink of water at training was a sign of weakness as well.
That's right. They started with 2 players behind the ball, GWS, with Palmer coming in off the back of the square.
Griffin the knock. Green, the accumulator. There's Palmer in quickly. That's what you like to see. Got a shepherd too from Ward.
And that's the downside. If you're going to have blokes in defence, you're going to have to be smarter with the ball coming forward. And that was, in the end, a poor kick.
Johnson and McFarlane just sharing it around down back at their defensive 50. Hill takes it, goes, measures the pass. It's a good one to Spur, can keep going out wide to Ibbotson. Now Ballantyne presents short. Ibbotson decides to go a bit longer. Bradley, a target, but he's caught and it's going to go into the sun. It's Bradley's free kick. Kepler's in for a good afternoon as well.
He is. He started the season so well, Kepler Bradley, and then was out of the side for a period of time, but now looks fit and firing again. He started the game.
Sixth game for the year.
Yeah, started the game very well. Kepler Bradley, 7 disposals already.
And this, for his first goal of the afternoon, should be straightforward from 30 metres out. Was pushed it right.
Yeah, he just leaned right back on that,
didn't he?
With the kick, had no follow-through.
I think Mark Wiley, who gave away the free kick, he must have been watching tapes from Steve Silvani, not listening to him. Because what he was doing there is just not going to cut it.
Don't jump over.
Power kicks in short to Ward.
Hold there.
Down the line he goes. Giles is his target, and he punches it out. And that's what essentially is their percentage play from the kick in. Short, long to the boundary line, push it out, reset.
Don't hold in the ruck.
Well, it looks like that's a perfect way to go about it in the early stages, because they get this contest here. They actually have got a number of guys that like to win the ball on the inside of the contest.
Move him out of the way.
Yeah,
They can't afford that. 2 easy free kicks.
Yeah, Giles just threw him out of the way there. He got caught behind and got frustrated with it. Griffin, Bradley the target. Second go, Bradley. He missed the first one. Has he learned?
Clear it out, guys. Clear the 5-metre area. Thanks, Will.
Well, it's never been his long suit, but he's a hell of a lot better now than when he first came into the competition. Of course, the coach of the Giants was the man who elected to take him on board. I think it was number 8 as a...
He was early.
As a high draft pick. Disappointed a few at Essendon, but he's been a hell of a competitor over the years.
We're right behind him here. Get a good shot. Does he lean back this time or does he get through it? He gets through it, but it is going left to right. And again, this is to the right-hand side.
And it is about opportunity in the latter part of the season for Kepler Bradley. He needs to grab that. Part of it is by nailing the opportunities that he gets presented with.
Toby Green gets the kick and misses. Trying to get it to Palmer, kicks it out on the full. It'll be Stephen Hill's kick. 70 metres out.
Zach Clark's a danger man. He's deepest. He's got the big leap.
Pavlich is caught between 4 of them. Davis with a left-hand spoil. And the Dockers can reset.
I'd liked a bit more air in that kick, John. I mean, it's irrelevant for now, but we're talking about practicing for down the track. There's Matthew Pavlich. Some pretty impressive figures there in this last 6 weeks.
Holding Ryan Crowley.
Ryan Crowley gets the hold this time.
Holding. Ryan Crowley, straight to him.
Against Toby Green.
A lot of free kicks around the stoppages at the moment. Matthew Pavlich got one in the first quarter. Griffin had one on centre wing a moment ago. Crowley now wins a free kick at a stoppage.
Took his eyes off the ball.
Phil Davis at the moment discussing with the umpire that decision.
Crowley's kick's pretty good. Bradley missed a couple. Crowley doesn't.
Well, Crowley enjoys a goal as a tagger. Loves to push forward and get on the scoreboard and then run back and get in the face of the opponent that he's just kicked it on, that he is tagging for the day. You see the free kick there for the hold, and the call from the umpire was not looking at the ball, and goes back. And it's a pretty good finish there from Ryan Crowley.
I reckon Chris Judd and Gary Abbott will be watching that thinking, sick.
7th goal for the afternoon for Fremantle. Ryan's first, and it's a 43-point margin. Griffin over the top. And he's going to do the work down at ground level as well. Giles hugs him up.
It's an interesting battle for babyface Green, though. He's well and truly unders in the strength department. And at the moment, he's trying to compete with Crowley in strength. He's just got to abandon that, just take the front spot. That's more like it. Really sharp hands. That's why he's going to be a really good player.
Here's Izzy. Was in front. The kick came in from Palmer. Not a lot to kick to, though. Gives it a roost. Up high, but it's all Dockers. McFarlane loves that situation.
Well, the four-way runaround is still going on with Crowley trying to get to Scully trying to get to Hill.
Yep.
I think that just needs to be broken by...
Smother Haynes.
It's a great smother by Kevin Sheedy. And just let Scully take on Crowley. He'll be able to work then, try and outrun him, because Hill's just getting out of the loop too often. Scully's getting caught too often, and Toby Green hasn't settled into that either.
Chance here, the Giants. From the stoppage. Crowley, the man you talked about, got it to De Boer. Pavlich couldn't kick it from there, could he, Jared?
I don't think so.
All right, he's given it off to Pearce. Look at the run from McPhee or Bradley. Take your pick. They're both former Bombers. Here's Bradley. Third time lucky for Big Kepler.
Well, Matty, he won't be tired taking this kick because he's just come off the bench, so he had a little bit of a spell after those first two misses. So third time lucky, hopefully, for Kepler.
But your point was well made there, John. At that last stoppage, it was that Forson that broke away. In fact, it was Green that pushed out trying to get the possession, which left his two opponents, or the two that are picking up him and his teammate, to execute the extraction.
Let's watch Kepler this time. He's missed to the right. Both times, excuse me.
He's overcompensated that time. I've been watching Matthew Pavlich. There was vision at quarter time, getting the rub through the hips, and he just doesn't seem as fluent in his movement at the moment.
He's playing a lot further up the ground in this quarter than he was in the first. Kepler playing deep.
Kepler's had 3 goes at it for 3 behinds. Hampton trying to kick that in, it drifts over. Johnson will take the kick back in. Bradley's had 10 disposals, equal with McFarlane and Green for the most in the game. Just hasn't put it on the board. Johnson pulls the kick for Bradley again. Spoil will sit for Ibbotson.
This time Pav is deep.
He wants it deep. He's got a bit of a run at it. Uses the body, drops the mark.
Brilliant play by Pavlich Bar, dropping the ball.
Yep.
It's something that, again, Phil Davis needs to address. Well, he's a really smart young player, but he's up against the champion of the game. Now, he has to know that that's going to come. And he's lucky that Pavlich isn't going back and dobbing his 5th.
Yep.
He also was ball watching. I think it was just going to all happen the way it did in the juniors.
Spills out the back and rush through for a behind. So peppering the goals, the Dockers, but at the moment the lead isn't increasing dramatically.
I think Pav might have had the sun right in his eyes when he looked up at that footy, Jacko.
Yeah, it was a little bit in his eyes there, Jared. So a good player like him takes him.
Palmer's in trouble. The Giants are in trouble. Although Hampton might be able to clear, he can. Handball over the top. Giles could give back to Hampton, who can take it and go. Take on McFarlane, gets half a shepherd from Treloar, and he's still going, Curtly Hampton. Now to 60 metres out. Kicks it out in front, and we'll have a ball in.
Well, he's got plenty of pace, Curtly. It's a massive asset to have, and he's a player that would well feature prominently when this side starts to win games on a regular basis.
He's got some skill. Falau the knock. De Boer, quick give. McFarlane stepped around nicely. Calm and poised under pressure. Kick out in front of Bradley. Seems to be everywhere at the moment. Kept it in.
I think Pav's had enough of being a decoy for Kepler, and he's pushed him up the ground to do a bit of hard work.
Here is Pavlich getting it from Barlow. Little give into the middle. Bradley. Ibbotson out in front of Ballantyne, who loves to run onto the footy. Here he goes. Bounces for him. Can't gather just yet. That's a super tackle from Power. But Walters is dangerous on his left. Sally Walters into the sunlight. He kicks it. Goal.
Jono, we see a young bloke out there that could do anything in football, Michael Walters. I've had a look at his numbers in the under-16s and under-18 competition. He's a star that has lost his way as he's entered senior footy. But the talent hasn't gone anywhere. Just have a look at this. 3 goals last week. And some serious goals when it counted against the Demons. And this one just was all polish and all class.
Good finish from Walters, and a nice handball from Ballantyne in the end to get it off to it, wasn't it?
It was. Kepler Bradley's run too. He was out on the far wing, then linked up with Pavlich through the middle of the ground.
Here's the live ladder. They started at 97%. The Dockers already, they've increased that by 4. They've got a lot of work to do. But North Melbourne, as we speak, under the pump by Richmond. So if they drop a game, they could well be in the 8 at the end of this match.
No question about that. They're on top here as Spur flips it to Johnson, wide to Duffield. Bradley lurking again. Pav's caught 3 deep. Bradley might get it.
Over the top.
Handball quickly. Walters couldn't get there.
Good defence.
Yep. That was Frost. One of the 3 first gamers. Smothered by Ballantyne, but he couldn't get back on it. It's just to behind.
Another pleasing aspect of that goal from Michael Walters was the combination of Hayden Ballantyne. Those 2 young players are the future of this football club, and hopefully they can string games together going forward in the future.
Giles couldn't get there, and again they play it close to the line for that percentage kick, and it does drift over every now and again, the Giants. McPhee will kick it back in. Big pack forming, top of the square. The lead comes, second in line Walters. Legged, and he'll have a shot at goal.
He's got a sharp turn on him, Walters. That's actually in effect a pretty good tackle. He would have gone round those players.
Very capable from here, though.
Yeah, his last effort was excellent from about 5 to 10 metres just inside where he is at the moment.
Yep.
No chance at all of him passing this one, Jono, if he's a true small forward. He's read your storybook.
Too many numbers back from GWS.
Tough angle, and he starts it well left.
Laid back a bit.
GWS are persisting with getting all their numbers into the middle of the ground and spreading from there, but Fremantle just creating the ring around that so that they've got some numbers to be able to compete. They make that call, but then they go short, Matty, which then seems to break up what they're trying to actually achieve by getting numbers to a contest around 50, 60 metres out from goal.
Here they go. Falau got up. So did Giles. McPhee stayed down. Clever handball to Hill. Floats it up high. Bradley's coming again. Crashes into everyone. Mazungu onto it. Hooks it round the corner. How will it bounce for him? Across the front.
Just watching Israel Folau, assistant coaches has got to get to him and say it's okay to jump and it's okay to tackle, but if you're on your feet, you are still in the game. If you land, you bounce back up and you start thinking, okay, where's the ball? Or where's my man?
And Bruce is a bit sore after that. He's coming off the ground, limping.
Yeah, on the hip maybe.
Good old-fashioned corgi.
Yeah, still a chance here. Touch ball. Clark had the height on Hampton. Treloar gave it to Bug. Didn't know it was coming. Bug's handball pinched by Robertson. Palmer. McPhee is there, trying to bullock his way through. It comes out to Mundy, then turn to Pearce. And then he hooks it round the corner, and they continue to have a crack at goal.
Now, the big issue here for the Fremantle Dockers is you don't want shots like that, because that borders on the whole team structure breaking apart. There were 2 or 3 players you could have passed that to. That was bordering on the hungry, Jono, and they need to just make sure that they take every opportunity. And so far, with the misses and a couple of shots that blokes are starting to take pings from with the old champagne football.
Josh Bruce just getting some attention there on his lower back. It was just in that marking contest, and he landed pretty hard on the deck there. So watch that.
Long kick out from Davis. Bruce getting some attention, and there he goes down, bang. Palmer gave it over to Ugle. And now he doesn't still have possession of that.
Nice tackle from Robertson, who's forced his way back into the side in recent weeks, and he knows that he would be one of the last in, so he's got to work hard to keep in there.
Holding Jonathan Giles.
Jonathan Giles this time. Curse of the Jonathans there for the umpire. Both Jonathans in the ruck. Palmer gets a few boos for his former fans. Trying to switch here. Frost. Haynes was his target.
Yeah, it was a nice kick. And
it was a good kick, wasn't it?
Threw the free kick at the end.
It was, because before that passage of play there, they were going at 27% by foot. Hit 3 or 4 targets, it jumped straight up to 43.
And they go back to Power. Green running hard. He's going to be next in line. Dockers have read it pretty well, with Green with a half a fumble. Chip to Miles.
Nice work.
Yep.
Of course, GWS.
Palmer.
End of the day, they've got to start going forward here, the Giants.
Well, we're 9 minutes to go before half-time. They haven't kicked a goal. Round 2 against North Melbourne. They were 4 points at half-time, so they need to kick a goal, and they need to stop kicking it out of bounds on the full. Luke Power should know better. Played 296 games of AFL football. He's here again with the spoil.
Switch, coach.
Well, that was better from Power, trying to make up for the mistake that he just made. But it's Power, it's Palmer, Ward, Davis. They're the ones that continually have to stand up today. So poor efforts like Power's before, just easily giving the ball back to them.
Clifton.
He's not good enough. And Tom Scully's the other one who's only had 3 disposals for the day, trying to tag Hill.
He's had 11 disposals. Here is Stephen Hill as we have another bounce down. Giles, the big man, 2 metres square. He takes it out. Hoskin Elliott quickly around the corner. Wiley went down, got up. Quick give. It's okay. Clifton can't break the tackle. In trouble, holding the ball. Advantage should be paid. Robertson picks it up and kicks down the line. Bradley is the target once more. Spoil from Bruce is effective.
Well, they're letting themselves down here, the Dockers. Big opportunity. They've had misses. They've had some selfish pings. But they are just wasting a couple of opportunities to build on this percentage. And full credit goes to the opposition or hanging in there. Getting it past that forward 50, though, seems to be a massive issue for them.
Yeah. Short pass, not a good one from McFarlane, read by Miles, but no one to kick to here. They've got to wait. The Giants kick sideways to...
The other thing that works in favour for Fremantle in a game like this today is normally the defenders don't get much time to rotate off the ground.
Yep.
Today's a day where you may be able to get their game time down a little bit and rotate more through to the defensive half of the ground.
Bruce went back to Wiley. Clifton presents for him, short. Again, they're forced to go short. Green told to play on.
Yeah, it's a nice little ball. Let's hope he goes forward.
Haynes threw it on the boot. Only as far as Griffin.
Right, you see GWS, they huddle for a kick out. They need to start to huddle when they get slowed down, get some numbers around the footy, even try and start to block for each other a little bit as well, because they're trying to do it as individuals at the moment and they're not working for each other and trying to help each other get out, which makes the game so much easier.
Messy kick from Everton, but he went over to clean it up and now they can restart. Duffield's kick wide of McFarlane. Spot Spur in some space in the corridor. Walters goes into the flank. Free kick, chopping of the arms. It'll come back to Walters. Too far out the score. Pavlich back on the ground. Hasn't kicked a goal in this quarter. You can see the spoil from Power. Got a lot in it. Pavlich almost.
Oh, it's at the post.
At the post. Well,
He's dropped a couple.
He's dropped 3. He got rid of Davis again with strength, Jared.
Yeah, well, he's got 10 years on Davis, and Davis at some stage down the track will be doing this, I suspect, to other
exactly the same thing.
youngsters, but at the moment, he's on the wrong end of the cycle. But again, another opportunity missed by the Dockers.
8 goals, 10 down.
This is interesting.
And that's not good from Power.
Well
Pinched
played,
by Ballantyne. Barlow hooks it back, hooks it up. Subin missed it. Crowley couldn't get past. Good tackle from Miles. Walters there. Green trying to step up and out of it.
And from those wondering what Luke Power was actually doing on that occasion, he has to kick to himself out of the square. He was called to play on. He should have just launched it and got it out of the area.
Would those wondering include the GWS coaching panel?
Possibly.
Handball by Pearce, out to Ballantyne. Subin, Crowley off the ground, in danger of the kick. Kicked a lot of behinds in this quarter. Was it 6 goals, 1 at quarter time?
2 goals, 9 in this quarter.
Yeah.
In fact, it's been a round where there's been some shocking quarters of footy as far as accuracy. Great mark from Zach Clark.
Well, that was a good, strong take.
Big smile on the face of the King of the West downstairs, who did declare him early in the season.
Into the sunlight it goes again, but Davis reads it the best this time.
It's really smart stuff from Davis. He's had a torrid year down there, but he's battling away well.
Well, the point was made at quarter time
A couple of times.
to Davis, and he has responded.
Socko might have laid down the law. Nice grab.
Folau this time. Pops it up high. Too easy for McFarlane over Hoskin Elliott.
He seems to be on the end of every, well, he's only had a couple, but the 2 kicks that he's kicked forward, is he? Have gone straight to McFarlane. Not his fault so much there, because there wasn't enough contest from the Giants player.
Pearce with an instructive kick. He wants Mundy. Somehow finds him as Palmer cut through. Pavlich on the end of this one, but it's a tough kick from there.
Oh, it's a good shot at goal from here.
Passes off.
Hasn't read the script.
No, he hasn't. We'll be sending one at half-time.
But he's too smart a player to get sucked into any of that other stuff.
Yeah, no, it was always an option. Mundy wanted to run hard, got rewarded.
Well, as you mentioned, 2 goals, 9 for the quarter.
Yeah.
This is very important for Fremantle, because Ross Lyon will be a little bit agitated with the way they've gone about their conversion in this quarter.
Mundy's kick makes it 2 goals, 10. .57 points is the margin. We discussed that it was a percentage builder, and they led by 35 at quarter time. Giants doing all the defending at the moment, and Power's involved a lot of it. So that was questionable 15 metres.
Yeah, it was a good solid 8 metres.
Yeah. Bug forced to kick it up high. They've got to wait underneath it. Over the top came Clark. Pavlich went through, went without it. Folau was involved. Throw.
It looked like a handball from up here, Matty. Love to have another look at that from Tom Scully.
Yep. He's not happy about the decision.
You just know Tom Scully, he wouldn't have thrown it, I wouldn't have thought. Very quick hands, big fly from the back.
Yeah, and it's out of bounds, so the Dockers will set up.
There's Tom Scully. We'll have a look here.
Quick handball.
Quick
Fantastic
hands.
handball. Yeah, it's just reflex.
Yep.
That's why he was a little bit upset. Clark down in front. That was Ballantyne out of nothing. Touched off the boot. He's celebrating now. He looks up and says, hey, come on.
Robbed. Who touched it, umpire? That might have cost him a car. Although I saw Steve Milne kick a ripper today that may well have been goal of the year.
No, he kicked it into the back of him, so it's touched.
There you go. There's the explanation from field umpire. Palmer 2 goals, 11 for the quarter.
He's a good size, this bloke, Jono.
He's a fantastic size.
Push out, Jonathan Giles.
Jonathan Giles will take the free kick. Can the Giants get one here before half-time?
50.
He got 50 metres, Jonathan. Big fella. Now he knows it.
Right on cue, Matty.
It's going to go on the full. Just here.
Now, how will he go? He's not a bad shot at goal.
You just have a ping.
Have a ping. He's kicked 12 goals, 5 for the year.
This would knock the percentage round big time.
Time on.
But this will be at least get them on the board from a goals perspective before half-time. Big Giles, 52 metres out. It's a roost, but it's off to the left, and it's a behind.
No question about the distance. He can thump a ball.
Yeah, I think he was a bit stiff with the length of the 50. There, Giles.
Subban short to Clark. Holding against the Giants. Powers caught out against Johnson a lot taller. Pavlich or De Boer were back.
Hold up, Pavlich.
Yeah, he just held his man out. We know De Boer's got courage, and he's got runners inside. Barlow and Mzungu. Mzungu takes it 40 metres out. Can they straighten one up? They can't. Jono, that's 2 goals, 12 for the quarter.
Well, he was entitled to have a shot, obviously, but I thought he might have balked and got a little bit closer. It was always there. He shouldn't miss from that distance anyway.
Scully's quick kick.
It's amazing how it becomes infectious through the side.
Yeah.
Once Kepler-Bradley missed the first 2, and from that point on, they've battled with their shots at goal.
Bruce's kick. Big pack forming. Down it falls to Hoskin Elliott, to Scully, the 1-2 back to Hoskin Elliott. Got a player going past who's in trouble. That was Eilert.
Got to hit a target up here.
Yep. Mundy
No, you don't. You just go all the way and kick. Oh, no, handball out.
to Crowley. He's inside 50. He misses.
Everybody else says he might as well.
It's a virus.
Which player can break this hoodoo for the Dockers?
2 goals, 13 to a behind. Treloar inside the last 30 seconds of the first half. Miles missed by Frost. Subban trying to get it back to Clark.
Good work
Scully.
there by Frost.
Yep. Green didn't take it. He's trying to be a little bit clever there, Green, but now he's in a spot of bother.
Umpire, get on with it.
Holding the ball. Barlow comes up with it. He can't get a goal from there. Mundy just breaks off for him. Kick's going to drop short.
Trouble.
Yeah, the kick just went short. So they dominated in that second quarter, the Dockers. All the play was at their end, just like it was in the first quarter. But unfortunately, their radar was completely off. 2 goals, 13 for the quarter. Pav didn't get involved on the scoreboard at all, except for hitting the post once. Just a behind for the Giants at the other end. For all that disappointment in the missing goals, the pure fact of the matter is they're on song for a big win, because at half-time, Fremantle lead the Giants still by 59 points.